everyone, this is Stephanie of CreativelyMsMe, decorating on a budget. Now today I'm starting with part 2 of my season drawer organization. Now the labels I ordered, they didn't have the Mrs. Dash in there. And you guys, I know I use Mrs. Dash seasoning for my husband. So I am making the labels for the Mrs. Dash. Now I got the font to match my other ones. And I'm going to use, I'm trying to decide if I need to go print these bigger. Because let me show you the other one. I think I need to print them bigger. See the comparison? I think I need to be bigger. Let me compare. Let me do one and I'll see better on the thing. Now what I'm going to do is the tape method if you haven't seen it. Let me cut this tape. Now what you do is you get your label, put the tape on it, cut the tape of course. Then you take the piece that you have the tape on, it's too much tape, and you drop it, like, see I have it put on here. Now you drop it in water. Now you let it sit in water until you see the water is gone all the way through the paper. Here. I put it in the water bowl and you let the paper turn. You want the paper not to be solid white. You want to see that it's bleeding with the paper, the water is getting in the paper. Okay, now I saw this on here on YouTube. I saw another YouTuber do it. And you wait till the paper is totally wet, till it's totally wet. And then the letters somehow stick to the tape. Now let me see if this one is ready. Now you take it and you just rub the paper off. I don't think this one is ready yet. A little bit longer. The paper is supposed to just rub off of the tape and leave the words. So I'm gonna let it sit just a little bit longer. But I think I'm gonna go reprint them a little bigger so they can be somewhat the same size as these. Let me get another bottle with 2 words on it. I don't have one with 3, but I want to get one with 2 words on it and take that for comparison of the larger ones. I think it can be wider, but I'm going to take it upstairs and play with it after we see how this looks on this bottle. Okay, let me see. Now while it's in the water, you rub the paper. The paper comes off the tape. Try to make sure you don't leave any paper on there, because that paper, when you get ready to make your label, it'll be on there. And you want it to be as transparent as you can get it. Okay. Now, see? It's like it's transparent. So, I'm going to put it on the jar so you can see what I'm talking about. I see a little spot of paper. Let me cut this down a little bit. That tape was just too thick for me. Now you take it and you place it on your bottle where you want it. And then you have your label when it dries. See? And I think I need to make them darker as well. I think I'm going to have to make them bold. So when they dry, they'll be thick as the other ones. Because I want them to be able to read these when they're on here. I think maybe I should have did this one in white. I do have white. I printed off and also black. But I think this one should have been done in white. I think I'm going to do all of these in, but the garlic salt and stuff looks better with, oh, they have black because they are the white color. See what I'm talking about? I did my garlic ones, the labels I got from Amazon. The black looks better on these because they're bolder, and then the white, like on the paprika, you see. And then the one I made, I need to make the fonts darker and bigger so they'll be readable. It's the same font that's on those. I matched the font. So I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to go upstairs and print them bigger and bolder, and I'll be back. Okay, I printed them bigger. So let's see how that goes. And that one was the table blend. Okay, now it's been in the water for a little while. And let's see if it's ready to come off the paper. Let's see if the paper's ready to come off though. Not entirely ready. So we can just a couple more seconds.
OD. I get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what it's gonna be? Baby, squad up, we finna go deep. Riding on a team, got what you need. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I hit the town, you should ride on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all
Little label. It's not as dark as those, but when it dries, I'll be able to see it better in the drawer. So I can move around still and place it where I want it to be because it's still a little wet. And if later on I don't like the black letters, which I'm thinking I should have dated the white one.
One time if you lie with me, just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all love, everything good. Keep the vibes on crush. I know it's all good. Know it's all love.
Okay, here's the larger ones. I'm going to see how they look. Now, of course, I'm wetting them and see how they look on the jars. But I have a feeling I'm going to have to make them larger than this one and do a little different things to them to get them to look the way I want. But we finna see how it turns out. Okay, got them in the water. I made them larger than the first ones. And we're gonna trim them off and see how it looks on the jar. I have a feeling I still need to make them a little larger and darker. But we're going to see how this looks because I really wanted to match the ones that came with the labels I ordered. Because they didn't have Mrs. Dash seasonings labels in the one from Esty. They just had the regular seasonings. And I want to have the Mrs. Dash labeled as well. Now here it is in the black, but you still can barely see it. So maybe if, I don't know, maybe I should have made them bold. I don't know. But I know once it dries, it's not going to be that much darker when it dries. So I'm not, I don't know. I did make some white labels. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I need to try the white label to see how the white label looks on there. I don't know if the white label will make a difference, but I don't know if it will take white. I've never seen anybody else do a label with any other color than black. But let me cut out one of these white labels and see how the white label works. I really want these labels to match the ones that I ordered as close as possible. So I'm hoping that the white comes out pretty good. You see how that black one looks there, onion powder? That's one of the original labels from Esty. I wonder if I contact the lady who I ordered them from, I wonder if she would make some with the Mrs. Dash labels on them. And one with Tabitha Brown and natural seasoning. I wonder if she would make those. I would definitely buy them because I need those labels and I want them to match the other ones. Never thought about that. I wonder if she'll do that. I'm gonna email her and see if I can get her to make them if I send her the list. Now, the white, you see, it didn't do it. It did not appear. So white will not be it. But I'm still I want those to be darker. They're not as dark as the original. Look at the comparison. Not as dark. So I think I might have to go back upstairs and go back to the drawing board and make them darker and use another one. Okay, now we're back with larger, and this time I made a set in red and a set in black. So I want to see which one looks the best on the jars. Now I'm gonna do one in black first and see how it looks, and then we'll see if, I think some of them need white. I actually think these all need white labels, but the white doesn't show up. Again, I'm still going to try to contact the lady in Etsy and see if I can get her to make the ones with the Mrs. Dash that I need. If I can get her to make those labels, I'll be in seven heaven, because then I can have all of mine that will look the same. So I'm cutting out one black and I'm cutting out one red to see which one looks the best. So hopefully this is all testing, y'all, just for me to see. This is life, just to see how they all turn out. I want to try both of them because I want to see which one looks the best. And you know how we try things to see what works, and you just keep going till you find something that fits you. And right now I am trying to make these labels work. I know some of y'all probably would have said, forget it, I'm gonna do it the regular way and just be done with it. But Stephanie has an issue. I just have to have everything be looking the same as far as labels are concerned. I want them to look nice, neat, and organized. And so this not working for me is bothering me a tad bit, but I'm going to keep going until I get it to work. Now let's see how this red one turns out. The black one was the right size, but it wasn't as dark as I would like it to be. So let's try the red one. All right, here's the red. And then we have the black. Which one do you like the best, the red or the black? There's the black. I like the black because it kind of matches the original as far as the deepness of it, and the red needs to be a little darker, but I did 5 layers on it. I'm not sure, guys, but I think I'm gonna go with the black one, and I'm still gonna try to contact the original person who made them and see if they will make the second sheet for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the black labels on all of them, and I will be back when they're all done. Okay guys, are you ready for the finished product? This is how my drawer looks. Now, I'm really pleased with it. The new labels that I ordered off of Etsy, please Etsy, they look really pretty on the jars. That's the font I was copying. I matched the font through Google to find the font to do for the other seasonings. And as you see, I sprayed the tops copper, and I did put a sealing on it, a crystal sealing like I showed you, so it didn't come out so easy. Now these are the labels that I had to put together, which was the Tabitha Brown, Sunshine, and all of the Mrs. Dash. Now, even though the Mrs. Dash is in black, it's still, I know I'll be able to see them. I'm the only one that's going to use them. So I'll let everybody know that the top row is all Mrs. Dash. And once they're filled with product, I think it'll show better on some of them. But the white, as you know, didn't come through. But if I don't like this black and I feel like I need to use the red, then I will take those black labels off and put the red labels on. And I think I might end up doing the red labels on some of them. I might do them on all of them so that everybody know that those are Mrs. Dash. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to change them to red. And when I do, I will let you guys know. I will take a picture of the drawer and show you those with the red labels. Well, you know, those labels bothered me. So I kept messing around and I made some on some clear, well, transparent labels from Avery. So here's how it all turned out. Okay, I didn't like that either. So what I did was I had some white labels in. So I took the white labels and I cut them to fit the Mrs. Dash spice jars. Now also what I did, if I didn't have the complete word, I cut the letters off of another one to make the word complete. So this is how it turned out. Now everyone will know that the black and white labels are the seasons only for my husband. So let me know down below what you think of my spice jar. You know I love reading your comments, and I will catch you in the next episode.